was the last time you just stopped? Just stopped doing anything. Just sat down and breathed and did nothing. When was the last time? This question was something I came across recently in a podcast I listened to by David Kuntz, who wrote a book called The Art of Stopping, being still when you have to keep going. And what David said in this book was that the art, and it really is an art, that the art of stopping gives us three wonderful gifts. And the first one is just being still. The second gift is to remember who we really are. And the third one is to reconnect with our deep heart's desire. And when I say stopping, I don't just mean take a break. I mean really stopping. Taking a chunk of time to just be still. Today's vlog is actually on cancer. Not an easy topic to talk about. I've never had cancer, but my mom died of cancer when I was very young. She got sick on the Tuesday and passed away on the Saturday of the same week. And that was really a tsunami in my world. And as anyone who's had cancer or known someone who has cancer, your life changes. It's never the same again. And as with any illness, it really forces one to stop. And that's why I'm drawn to this art of stopping. Because when we have a cancer diagnosis, or we are battling with cancer or recovering, any step along that process, to be able to stop periodically, I believe is a real gift that we can give ourselves. And of course, action is necessary. We need to take action. We need to make decisions about what we're going to do, how we're going to get through it, what treatment protocol we're going to adopt. And perhaps there's also time for just stopping and being with what is. Being with the enormity of the emotions that come when one is dealing with cancer. Grief, sadness, anger, terror, uncertainty, chaos, vulnerability, so many things. There's so many decisions to be made. And of course, we're not alone. It involves so many other people, our family, our friends, our partners, our work colleagues. And so to be able to cultivate this art of stopping, I believe can be really, really helpful when the rug gets pulled out from under your feet, as happens when one has cancer. And the art of stopping is something that we can cultivate as a lifelong practice. Even just pausing. A wonderful teacher called Tara Broch calls this practice the sacred pause. And that's just during your day. Just stop, just pause. Take 3 deep, full breaths. Come back into your body and just check in. What am I doing in this moment? It sounds really simple, but not easy to do, because this momentum of doing is just so huge. It's like this huge wave, and it was like a train that is just going, and it's really hard to stop a train going at 200 kilometers an hour. So this impetus to do is so strong in our culture. So a sacred pause, even though it might be 30 seconds, can really feel like a huge thing to do. But perhaps it's worth a try. I know I've been trying that in my life, and it's really, really wonderful. It just like brings me back into this moment, checking with myself, how am I doing, and just just reconnect, come home. So whenever one is dealing with cancer, there's so many aspects to working with it. Of course, nutrition is a huge aspect of it. It's really important to eat a lot of fresh food, fresh fruits and vegetables, good quality cold pressed oils, nuts and seeds, good quality protein, and as much as possible to eliminate processed foods, sugar, and foods that cause a lot of acidity in the body. Lots of fresh water, herbal teas is good. And when I think about the body and taking care of it, I often think about a garden and the soil in a garden. I remember years ago when I moved into my apartment in Cape Town, I had a very, very small garden and there was nothing growing in there. And my wonderful husband started composting the soil. And for about 2 years, that's all he did. Just kept putting compost in the soil for about 2 years. And then eventually he started growing things and the garden just blossomed. I was amazed at what came out of it from his tender care. But this thing of taking care of the soil really reminds me about the terrain of the body. That when the terrain of the body is, in inverted commas, composted, taken care of, nourished, nurtured, then whatever lives in this body will be good. Our cells will be healthy. Our nerves will function properly. The organs function well. Our hormones, our glands, everything functions well in this landscape of the body. And so in the same way, nutrition is so important, and as is supplementation, because supplements are able to provide the essential nutrients that nourish the terrain, the soil of the body. Today I'm going to speak about some Coin Healthcare supplements that are really helpful. And all of these supplements are available from the Vitasol website, vitasol.co.za. The Deluxe Vitamin D Spray is one such supplement made by Coin Healthcare. It comes in a spray form and it's so very, very well absorbed. And we know vitamin D benefits every single organ system in the body. It protects the cells and keeps them healthy and well. Also, the purest omegas from Coin Healthcare are naturally anti-inflammatory. And inflammation has been shown to be really not good for our bodies. When our body is inflamed, then we are much more at risk of getting sick. So bringing down inflammation is so important in staying healthy and well. That's why I love the purest omegas and also the biocurcumin and the advanced biocurcumin, which contains not only curcumin but also boswellia, powerful, powerful anti-inflammatories. The biosulforaphane is also a wonderful supplement that contains a blend of cruciferous vegetables, highly antioxidant, protects cells from damage and protects the body in so many ways. And then also salvestrol, which is nature's rescue. Such a wonderful combination of plants and vegetables, all the colorful plants and vegetables, which are so important in taking care of the body, in preventing oxidative stress, and renewing and regenerating the body. So many of these supplements are really helpful in keeping the terrain of the body well and supporting one, no matter what the illness is. And then lastly, I'd like to mention lifestyle. I talk about the 7 S's when it comes to lifestyle. The first one is sunlight. Get into the sun so we can get vitamin D through the sun in our skin. But sunlight is just good for us. So get out into the sun. The second thing is to slow down. As I mentioned earlier, just to be able to take deep breaths and slow down helps our whole nervous system relax. And then we go into the parasympathetic nervous system instead of the continual adrenaline system. So slowing down is really important. The other thing is self-care. When you're dealing with cancer, you need to put yourself first. And although for some people that might sound selfish, it's actually the most selfless thing you can do. Because when you take care of yourself and you are in touch with your own needs and desires, and what your body mind needs to be well and healthy, then you're able to be so much more available for life, for other people. So self-care is really important. The other one is sleep. Sleep is essential to our well-being, and we need at least 8 hours of good sleep a night. Make sure that you are in a dark room, no electromagnetic equipment around you, and have some kind of routine when you go to sleep at night. Switch your devices off at least an hour and a half before you go to sleep, so that your brain can start to slow down and settle. The other thing is support. We need each other. We are interconnected, interdependent beings. We need each other. So get support. Find someone that you can talk to, that you can share with, that you can fall apart with, who can give you the space and the time to be deeply met. We don't need advice. We need people's hearts that can listen to us and really, really meet us where we are, no matter where that is. And the last thing is also stress release. We know that stress wreaks havoc in the body in so many ways. So find ways to manage your stress. Getting into nature, doing something creative, finding creative expression, building good relationships, and doing things that bring you joy. So coming full circle, let's take a sacred pause together in this moment. Wherever you are, just pause and take 3 deep, full breaths. And just close your eyes and check in with yourself, with your inner landscape. How are you doing in this moment? What do I need? Doesn't that feel better? So simple, and yet so powerful. So thank you for joining me during this time. My name is Giulia. I'm a pharmacist, an expert in complementary health, and a life coach. And it's been so wonderful to spend this time with you today. Wherever you are on your journey with cancer, may you be well, and may you remember that your deep heart knows what it needs, what it desires, and what the next step is on your journey.